President Biden and former President Donald Trump should get a big step closer to securing their parties' respective nominations tonight. The polls open today in 15 states and 1 territory. Rebecca Castor has more on Super Tuesday.
More than 1/3 of delegates are up for grabs today, and the results could pave the way for a historic rematch in November.
16 states and 1 territory are in play this Super Tuesday. And by the time the night is over, President Biden and Donald Trump could all but seal their nominations.
We need a leader that is up to the test of being the leader of a country of over 330 million people.
Trump's team says they expect to walk away with more than 1,000 delegates, adding to the 273 they already have, setting the former president up to clinch the nomination next week.
My focus is really, at this point, it's on Biden. We should win almost every state today.
For former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, Tuesday could be her last chance to slow Trump's momentum. She has campaigned across several Super Tuesday states, arguing that she could beat Biden in a general election.
They want to see something good. They want to see something where we can go back to the values that make our country so great.
On the Democratic primary ballot, 7 states have an uncommitted option, including Minnesota, where activists are hoping for a protest vote over Biden's stance on the Israel-Hamas war. But most Democrats believe come November, the choice will be clear.
All this speculation about him not running, not getting the nomination, he's getting it, he's running it, and it's Trump v. Biden.
Super Tuesday's biggest prizes are California and Texas, with the largest haul of delegates at stake. And Falls Church, Virginia. Rebecca Castor, Fox 32 Chicago.
And one of the states holding primaries today is Massachusetts, which is where Kaylee Schuyler is right now, joining us from Boston. Hi, Kaylee. What's it look like there on the ground in Massachusetts so far?
Hey, Dane. Well, it's been really quiet out here all morning. I could probably count on my fingers the number of people who have walked through these doors to cast their vote over the last several hours. And it's not just this location. Speaking to polling workers inside, they've said it's been pretty quiet at several locations across the state. And part of that could be because Massachusetts Secretary of State says nearly 500,000 people participated in early voting. The majority of voters in Massachusetts are independent, meaning that when they show up to vote, they can either choose to vote on the GOP ballot or the Democratic ballot. And election officials say in this year's early voting, many independents opted to vote on the GOP side. Speaking with the few voters who have been out here today, they say they wanted to get out and vote because their main concern is the border. Massachusetts is a right to shelter state, but last year the governor had to create a housing wait list because of the demand of migrants seeking shelter was so overwhelming. More and more migrant shelters continue to pop up across the state, and while some people are supportive, many are also upset. Some voters also tell me that they're not looking to see a Biden and Trump general re-election rematch. As of yesterday, voters will see Trump's name on the ballots after the U.S. Supreme Court rejected Colorado's attempts to remove him. Massachusetts Secretary of State says if voters want their voices heard on issues like that, they need to get out and vote.
From the court, they deliberately put that out yesterday, was to the American public and to American voters and Massachusetts voters included, it's up to you. If you want to have an influence on this whole issue, all issues included, not just the insurrection clause, but the whole issue of who's going to be president, the direction of the country, very sharp differences between the leading candidates, you better vote.
Well, hopefully as people get off of work, things pick up a little bit because the polls close here in Massachusetts at 8 o'clock tonight. In Boston, Kaylee Schuyler, Fox 32 Chicago.